is it, number 12, Amendment number 12 in the U.S. Constitution speaks specifically about voting, and it tells you how the people do not count in the vote. They don't elect the president at all. There are 538 members of the Electoral College that does that for you. If you have not read the U.S. Constitution, I highly recommend that you do so. I keep telling people not to go to jail and prison because of Amendment number 13. And Amendment number 13 speaks solely upon there will be no involuntary servitude unless incarcerated. And when you go to prison, you are literally a slave. You are literally a slave, and you work for slave wages. Okay? That's exactly what they do to you. We had already went off into certain prison industries in other videos, and how big companies actually get some of their products manufactured through inmates. So please stop going to jail and prison. And when people go to jail, they tell me about, or shall I say prison, because jail and prison is two different things. But when they go to prison, they tell me these stories about how it's not like being in jail, and the fact remains is you still don't have any freedom. You still don't have any freedom. Someone tells you to do whatever they want you to do, and there are consequences to that if you don't. I'm just saying. So stop going to prison to be a slave, according to the Amendment number 13. And as long as they continue to have you committing crimes, you will be going to prison to be a slave. Someone telling you what to do, what not to do, what time to get up, what time lights out, what time lights on, when you can go to chow, when you cannot go to chow, when you can go to gym, when you cannot go to gym, etc., etc., etc. I mean, some prisons have even, especially up in San Quentin, I mean, there's no loot, free weights or anything like that. The inmates have to solely produce pounds of flesh, meaning buff up with their natural body. So stop going to prison. If you stop going to prison, you help destroy the very same system that is oppressing you. Please, by all means, stop going to prison. Prison is manufactured for you to be a slave. And when you go to prison, the very same people who were out here broke when you went don't ask them to send you anything because they don't have it. They was broke when you went in, right? So they broke while you in. Nothing has changed. And if you're one of those habitual criminals, okay? If you're one of those habitual criminals, those who keep going back to crime and keep going to prison and prison and prison and prison and prison and prison, day in, day out, each time you get out, you want to go back. Each time you get out, you want to go back. They should just put you out on an island some fucking where. Getting back to the subject. So we discussed the 12th Amendment, the 13th Amendment. Now we are going to get into the 14th Amendment. Now the 14th Amendment talks about equal protection under the law. Do black people in America have equal protection under the law? I don't have to answer that question for you. Current actions by law enforcement has produced its own measuring stick, and their actions is my answer.